South Korean Marines carried out live fire exercises near the disputed northern limit line February 20, despite warnings of potential retaliation from the north. The exercises, involving land, sea, and air units, began around 9:30 a.m. local time in the waters around Baekhyung-do and Yeonpyeong-do, two of the 5 islands controlled by South Korea that form the western maritime extension of the demilitarized zone. The NLL has been the scene of several confrontations between the North and the South, particularly since the late 1990s, when Pyongyang began to focus on removing the UN-imposed maritime border and open greater access to its southernmost deepwater port of Jeju. In 1999 and again in 2002, the two Koreas engaged in deadly naval clashes in the Yellow Sea. In 2010, North Korea sunk the Korean corvette Cheonan near Baekhyung-do, and later that year, North Korean artillery shelled Yeonpyeong-do. Since that time, South Korea has continued to hold military exercises on the islands, despite strong warnings from the North to cease. The February 20 exercises kick off several days of South Korean and joint ROK-US military drills in and around the Yellow Sea. These are the first major drills since the death of former North Korean leader Kim Jong-il and the transfer of power to his son, Kim Jong-un. The younger Kim has made several publicized visits to military units this year, in part to shore up his support from the Korean Army, and in part to showcase that he is in charge. Prior to his death, Kim Jong-il was working to smooth the path to transition and had begun steps to reinvigorate the Workers' Party of Korea and other civilian elements of the Korean leadership structure in order to balance the rising power and influence of the military and give his son an additional power base. This process was not completed before Kim died, leaving Kim Jong-un and his cadre of advisors to continue seeking balance amongst the North Korean elite elements. As South Korea and the United States launch additional military training and exercises, the North's new leader will face a challenge shaping an effective response. Threatening words without action can be construed as weakness, either externally or among the North Korean military. But action against the South is likely this time to result in counterstrikes, something the North may not quite be ready to induce. The way the North plays this and future exercises may offer some insight into the evolving balance within the North Korean leadership and between the military and Kim Jong-un.